Hello friends, hope that you are healthy, safe and happy at your home. Welcome to today's online class, and today we will discuss some operations on fractions, right? Two operations we have already discussed in our previous classes. We have already discussed about how to add fractions and how to subtract one fraction from another fraction. So, in today's class, we will discuss how to multiply fractions, right? How we get to know what will come when we multiply two or more fractions together, right? This is also called product of the fractions. Let me take an example. Through an example, I will explain you how to multiply fractions. 1 by 2, we want to multiply 1 by 2 with 4. This 4 is whole number, right? And we want to multiply with 1 by 2. See, first thing that you must know, no need to take LCM or no need to make denominators same to multiply two or more fractions. This is very important, right? So no need to take LCM. We can directly, what we can do here, we can put 1 here to make denominator 1. So we can write it 4 by 1. Right? Now two fractions we have here, 1 by 2 and 4 by 1. So in multiplication of fractions, we can directly multiply numerator with numerator. So in first fraction, numerator is 1. And in second it is 4. So we can directly multiply 1 with 4, and we can also multiply denominator with denominator. In first fraction, denominator is 2, and in second fraction it is 1. So we can multiply 2 with 1. This is very simple logic. We are multiplying numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator, right? Now see what will come when we multiply this 4 with 1. So we can write here 4. 4 1 is 4, and downside 2 into 1, 2 1 is 2. So we can write it 4 by 2. Now remember guys, this 4 by 2, this is not the simple form of fraction. Why it is not simple? Because there are something common. In 4 and 2, there is 2 common. It means 4 and 2 both are divisible by 2. So we can simplify it by dividing both the terms by 2, since 2 is common one. So we can cut it by 2 one time, and by 2 we can cut it 2 times. 2 2 is 4 and 2 1 is 2. So we can write it 2 by 1. Right? So 2 by 1 means 2 only. Since denominator is 1, so we can write it in the form of numerator only. So answer is 2. It means product of 1 by 2 and 4 is 2. Hope you understand. One more example I am taking here. Suppose 3 by 2 we have to multiply with 4 by 5. Right? So, once again I am reminding you, no need to take LCM, no need to make denominator same. What to do then? We can directly multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So, 3 and 4 we can multiply together, because 3 and 4, these are the numerators. Now, similarly, downside we can multiply 2 with 5, since 2 and 5 are denominators, right? So what will come here? 3 4 is 12 we can write here, and 2 5 is 10 we can write here. Now you can see here again, this is not simple fraction, means there is something common in between 12 and 10. So can you tell me what is common in between? Yes, 2 is common. It means In the table of 2, 12 is there, and in the table of 2, 10 is there. It means both the numbers are divisible by 2. So we can cut it by 2. We can write here 5, since we know that 2 5s are 10, right? And we can cut this 12 by 2 6 times, because 2 6s are 12. So what we have here? 6 by 5 we can write here. This is simple fraction, but this is not proper form, right? So many times I discussed with you, your answer in fraction should be either in proper fraction form or in mixed fraction form. Improper, if you are getting as an answer, you need to convert that improper fraction into mixed fraction, right? So 6 upon 5 is improper. You know why it is improper? Because denominator is less than numerator. That's why it is improper. So we need to convert this improper into mixed. How we can convert it? So many times we have discussed here. You need to divide this 6 by 5. One time it is divisible, and remainder is 1. This 1 is quotient, this is remainder, and this 5 is divisor. So according to rule, quotient we can take as a whole, then R by D we can write here. So what is quotient here? 1. So 1 we can write here as a whole. Then remainder is 1, and divisor is 5. So we can write it 1 whole 1 by 5. So product is 1 whole 1 by 5. Hope guys you understand. So this is the way how we multiply two fractions each other, right? One more example I am taking here. We can multiply any of the fraction with any other fraction. Next example, 3 by 4 we have to multiply with 3 by 5 and 6 by 10. Now we are multiplying three fractions together, right? We can multiply any of the fractions together. So this time we are trying to multiply three fractions together, right? Same procedure will follow here. Multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. This is very simple logic. No need to take LCM, right? And no need to make their denominator same. You have to remind this thing. You have to keep this thing in your mind always. So we can multiply numerator with numerators. 3 and 6 are the numerators. For first fraction 3 is the numerator. For second fraction again 3 is the numerator, and for third fraction 6 is the numerator. So we are multiplying 3 by 3 and by 6. Now downside we can write it 4 into 5 into 10. Right? You can also do like this. Now we have to multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. One more thing I want to tell you here, we can also minimize fractions in this way also. Since all the terms are in multiplication, so we can minimize here also. See, you can see this 6 and 4. There is common in between 6 and 4. 2 is common. It means by 2 both the numbers are divisible. So we can divide here also. Before multiplication, actual multiplication, we can solve, we can minimize it. So by 2 3 times it is divisible, and by 2 5 times it is divisible. Right? So we can write 3 into 3 into 3 and downside 4 into 5 into 5. We can do like this. Right? Now we can see here there is nothing common. We can also do the same process in cross. It means we can also take common factors between this 3 and this 5, between this 3 and this 4, between this 3 and this 5. We can do, but here we can see there is nothing common in between any of the number, right? So we can now, we have to go with multiplication. We need to multiply them. 3 3s are 19, sorry, 3 3s are 9 and 9 3s are 27. So we have here 27, right? And here 4 5s are 20 and 25s are 100. So 27 by 100. This is now simple form of fraction. Why it is simple? Because we have already made it simple here. We have already taken the common factors and we have already divided the terms by common factors. So it is simple fraction and it is in proper form also. So 27 upon 100 is product of these three fractions. Hope you understand, guys. More example I am explaining you. 5 whole 2 by 3, right? We want to multiply with 10. Now we can see here one whole number is there and one mixed fraction is there. How we can multiply these two? So first you need to convert this mixed fraction into improper form, right? So 5 whole 2 by 3. You have to convert this mixed into improper. How we can do this? We have already explained, so many times I have explained you. So first we need to multiply this 3 with 5. This 3 with 5. Then we have to add 2 in this. We are multiplying 3 with 5 and we are adding 5 and 2 together, right? Like this. Then downside 3. Since denominator is 3, so we can write it 3. Now, according to BODMAS rule, first we have to go with multiplication. So 3 5s are 15 plus 2 by 3. 15 plus 2, 17 by 3 we can write it. Right? So instead of 5 whole 2 by 3, we can write it 17 by 3. Got it? Then into 10 is there, we can put 1 here to make it fraction. Right? So now we can follow here same procedure that we are already following. So what we can do here? 17 multiplied by 10 into 3 multiplied by 1. It means we are multiplying numerator with numerators and denominators with denominators. Right? So 17 multiplied by 10, we have here 170. And 3 into 1, we have 3 only. 3 on the 3. Right? So you can see here, this is, which kind of fraction is this? This is improper fraction. Since 3 as a denominator, it is too small than 170. That's why we need to convert this improper fraction into mixed fraction. So how can we do this? We can we can divide 170 by 3. So 3 5s are 15, right? 2 after subtraction we'll get here. Now we will shift this 0 here. Now it becomes 20. Now how many times? 3 6 are 18. So 2 is remainder. This is 56 is quotient and this is divisor. So what rule says? Quotient we can take as a whole, then remainder, then divisor. Right? So quotient is 56, remainder is 2 and divisor is 3. So 56 whole 2 by 3 is the product of these two fractions, 56 whole 2 by n 3. Hope you understand, guys. So we can multiply fractions like this, right? One more example I am taking here to make you understand how we can multiply, right? One more example I am taking. This time I am taking mixed fractions. Two mixed fractions I am going to multiply, right? 3 whole 5 by 8 and 10 whole 5 by 6, and we need to multiply these two fractions. So as per rule we have to convert this mixed fraction into improper. So first we need to convert this into mixed. How we can convert? We can multiply 8 with 3 just before we discussed. Then whatever the product will come, we have to add this 5 in that. So plus 5 we can write here, and downside we can write 8 since 8 is denominator, right? So 8 is a 24 plus 5 we can write here, then downside 8, right? So 25 plus 5, 29 by 8 we can write it, right? So it is 29 by 8. Got it? Then into now 10 whole 5 by 6. 10 whole 5 by 6. Again we have to convert it into mixed. So 6 into 10 plus 5 and divided by 6. So 10 into 6, 60 plus 5 by 6 means 65 by 6. So we can write here 65 by 6. Got it? Now we have to do actual multiplication. According to the rule, we can multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator without taking LCM and without making their denominator same, right? Don't forget this. So 29 multiplied by 65 we can write here, and 8 multiplied by 6 we can write here. Got it? So now you can see here there is nothing common in between any of the terms. There is nothing common between 65 and 6, 65 and 8, 29 and 6, and 29 is 8. It means we can't minimize it. We can't simplify it. So we have to multiply 29 with 65. Hope you all know how to multiply. 5 9 are 45. 5 you can write here. 4 is remainder. So 4 is carry, sorry. 5 2 are 10 and 4. 14 we can write here. So we can make here cross. 6 9 are 54. 4 will come. Then 5 is carry. 6 2 are 12. 12 and 5. 17 we can write here. Right? Now we have to add here 5, then 8, then 8, then 1. So after multiplication what we have? 1, 8, 8 and 5. After multiplying 29 with 65. And downside what we have? 8 6 you know very well what the table of 8. So 8 6 are 48. Right? So you can see here this is which kind of fraction? This is improper fraction. So what to do? You have to convert this improper fraction into mixed fraction. So how can we convert? We should divide this 1885 by 48. So how many times? It is I think 3 times. So 8 3 is 24. You need to multiply. If you don't know what we have to write here, so you multiply like this, right? So what will come here? 8 3s are 40, 24, then 4 is left and 2 is carry. So 4 3s are 12 and 2 44. So we can write here 40 means 144. What will come here now? 4 and 4 after subtraction, right? Now 5 you have to place here, right? Hope you understand. Now how many times? Try for 5 times. Multiply first this 48 by 5. No, it is too small. So let's try for 8 times. Right? Eight 8 is 64. Carry is 6 now. 8 4 is now 32. 32 and 6. 38. Now let's check for 9 also. What to do? 2, 7 is carry. 9 4 ja 36. 36 and 7. It is 41. Sorry, 36 and 7. It is 43. So we can write it. It means 9 times it will go. Right? So 9 times we can write here 432. Now what is remainder? This is 3 and 1 13. So this is quotient, this is remainder, and this is divisor. So we can write it? First we have to write quotient as a whole. So 39. Then remainder is 13 and after that 48. This is little bit tough guys for you, but no problem. If you are in habit, you are practicing at your home by taking different questions, so it will be easy for you, right? So 39 whole 13 by 48 we have after simplifying this improper fraction, right? So what is product of these two fractions? It is 39 whole 13 by 48. Right? Hope you understand. Now one last example I am taking to make you understand. One more example. This is the last one. Right? Now I am simple fractions I am taking now. 2 whole 3 by 5 into 1 whole 3 by 4 we can take. For 3 fractions now we have to multiply together, right? These 3 are again mixed fractions. So you need to convert these mixed into improper form. First one is 1 whole 2 by 3. So what we can write it? 3 into 1 plus 2 by 3. So what will come here? 3 ones are 3 plus 2 by 3 means 5 by 3 we can write it. So we can write it 5 by 3. Right? Second one is 2 whole 3 by 5. What we can write it? 5 into 2 plus 3 upon 5. So 10 plus 3 by 5. So 13 by 5 we can write it. 13 by 5. 13 by 5. Now next one is 1 whole 3 by 4. So we can write it 4 into 1 plus 3 by 4. It is 4 plus 3 by 4, that is 7 by 4. So we can write it 7 by 4. Hope you understand. Now we have converted all these mixed fractions into improper fractions. Right? Now we should follow the procedure. What is procedure? We have to multiply these numerators with numerators and denominators with denominators. But before that, we have to minimize it if possible. You can see here this 5 and 5, these are common things. It means by 5 we can cut both the fives ones. 5 1 5, 5 1 5. Right? So now we are not able to divide any of the number with any number. It means there is nothing common now. So what we can do here, we can write here 1 into 13 into 7 upon 3 into 1 into 4. Right? So 1, if you multiply with 13, 13 only, and 13 and 7 are 91. Right? And downside 3 1 3, 3 and 3 into 4, 12. So 91 upon 12 we have here. It means this is improper fraction since denominator is less than numerator. So what to do here? We have to convert this 91 by 12 into mixed fraction. How we can convert it? We have to divide this 91 by 12. So how many times? You already know that what is the table of 12. So tell me how many times this 91 is divisible by 12. Where 91 comes in the table? We know that 91 is not exactly divisible by 12. So we need to find just before the number which we can divide by 12. So you try to read the table of 12. Take your time and start. Right. So 12, 7 jar we know that 84. It is just before 91. And 12, 8 jar we have here 96. So it will be the bigger one. That's why 7 times it will go. So 12, 7 jar 84. Right. What will come here now after subtraction? It is 11 now. 11 minus 7 is 4. 7 we have. And here 8 now. So 7. This 7 is remainder, this 7 is quotient, and this 12 is divisor. So what we can write here? Quotient we can take as a whole 7. Remainder is also 7. 7 whole 7 by 12. Right? So 7 whole 7 by 12 is product of these three mixed fractions. Hope you understand, guys. That's all from today's lesson. Today we have discussed only how to multiply two or more fractions together. Right, guys? Hope you understand the procedure. Once again I am reminding you, while you are going through the multiplication or you are trying to multiply fractions, no need to take LCM. This is very first thing. You should remember it. And second one is, no need to make denominators same. So we can directly multiply numerator with numerators and denominator with denominator. If improper fraction is coming as a result, so you do one thing, convert this improper into mixed like we did here. So hope you understand, guys. Thank you so much from today's class. We'll meet you soon. Thank you so much.